The conversations of the past, particularly those echoed with clarity from the esteemed companions of the Prophet Muhammad, hold not merely historical significance but serve as guiding beacons for contemporary seekers of faith. The narration compiled in Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 325, emerges as a definitive example of jurisprudential clarity and compassionate understanding contextualized within ritual practice. The Hadith recounts Fatima bint Abi Hubaish approaching the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, with a dilemma profound and personal, persistent non-menstrual bleeding disrupting her ritual acts of devotion. Her inquiry, whether such a condition mandates her to suspend her daily prayers as menstruation does, bears insights not just about her situation but reveals the depth of legal and spiritual nuance in Islamic jurisprudence. It is here that the narrative unfolds, not as a mere legal response, but within the gentle corridors of prophetic wisdom. The Prophet, rather than offering a terse ruling, distinguishes between menstrual blood and other forms of bleeding, thus illuminating the principle that not all physiological occurrences are equal in ritual consequence. His response, "No, this is from a blood vessel," draws a clear legal demarcation. Only menses, defined and familiar in its cycle and characteristics, affects ritual purity to the extent of excusing prayer. Other forms, the istihada, as later jurists would call it, do not hold the same weight. This is a pivotal clarification for both Fatima and the community, resolving confusion with compassionate precision. The narrative further details a process, practical and accessible. Fatima is to identify her usual days of menses, set aside her prayers during those days, and resume prayer following their conclusion, when a complete bath, ghusl, signifies physical and spiritual renewal. On days where the bleeding diverges from the norm, her obligation to prayer remains, safeguarding both her spiritual discipline and her bodily dignity. The intellectual legacy of this exchange radiates far beyond Fatima's personal circumstance. It codifies a foundational principle in Islamic ritual jurisprudence, the differentiation of types of bleeding and their legal effects, safeguarding individuals from undue hardship. More than mere rule-giving, the interaction exemplifies empathic leadership, a prophetic instinct to educate, comfort, and maintain spiritual connection amidst bodily challenges. Such a narrative, therefore, is not simply a historical recollection. It is a living bridge, translating the textual wisdom into pragmatic guidance for adherents in every age and place. It underscores the balance between the constancy of ritual requirements and the adaptive mercy that permeates Islamic worship.